Sometimes when you least expect it, your world stops. You're put on hold while the world spins its frantic pace, frozen by fear, grief, pain, unforgiveness, anger, depression, or loss. Your system is overwhelmed by this unexpected flood. Your world is shattered, and you're not sure where to turn.
In the 10 years at Art and Creativity for Healing, I have heard so many stories that have really touched my heart. One of them was this 10-year-old girl. There had been a terrible car accident, and her grandparents and she were in the accident together, and this little girl just has suffered so much since then, not being able to go back into a car, having terrible dreams, and really just having a horrible time, not being able to forget this. She did a 3-hour class, and at the end of the class, she came up to me and she said, "Thank you so much. I needed this today. I was able to get some things out about that car accident that I wasn't able to say with words, and I just feel much better." We had a woman come a couple of years ago who had breast cancer and had just had a radical mastectomy. She came and started to do our workshops, and she said it really helped her. But one of the things that she also did was she began to bring her children to a couple of the workshops as well. One of the most touching times was her little 6-year-old son, who said that when Mom told us all at a family meeting that she had cancer, everybody started to cry, even him. And his mother then said that things changed radically after that class because he started to get better and feel more comfortable, like this was going to be okay, that Mom was going to make it, and in fact, she has. We do a lot of work on Camp Pendleton, and we see a lot of men and women that have suffered brain injuries. And one of the things that has really just touched my heart so much as well is these people are able to express themselves with colors and shapes that they do not have any ability to say with words. And they tell us that in the workshops. They'll say, well, there's red and black in this because that's from the explosion where my buddy was killed. And it's so heartbreaking to hear these stories, but what's so great is that they're able to get this out in ways that they never could with just traditional talk therapy. In the mid-'80s, a couple of guys that were from Wall Street looking at art from different artists came to my studio to purchase a painting. At the same time, they talked to me about how much fun it would be for them to take a class with me sometime. And I asked them, well, what kind of class could I possibly teach you? I teach at a university. And their reaction was, oh, we just want to come and mess up a canvas one night. And I said to them, well, if you could get a group of 10 stressed out executives to come with you, I'll do it. And so they came and they marched in like penguins in Armani suits, one after another. And I thought to myself at the time, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? But they sat down and it was miraculous to me. In 20 minutes, off came those Armani sport coats, and they were 5-year-old little boys and girl painting just like children do. And I knew I was onto something. After working with the stressed out Wall Street executives, I moved from New York to California. And I had an opportunity to work with children with AIDS, cancer patients, and people coming out of 30-day treatment centers from substance abuse. All of the things that I had been doing in New York with stressed out Wall Street executives began to have an amazing impact in California. I began to work with just a few people, and then 100 people, and then 1,000 people. And in these 10 years, we've actually worked with 28,000 children and adults suffering from abuse, illness, grief, stress, fear. It's so amazing to see people use the Art4Healing method and just feel so good afterwards and have the experience of a catharsis of emotions on canvas. They all tell us they feel better afterwards. I often say, how would you describe what you feel? And they would say, I just feel better. I just feel more relaxed. I feel as though I got something out today that I wasn't able to get out before. If you would like to participate in helping us, one way would be for you to sponsor a class of wounded warriors or children on Camp Pendleton that have a dad that's deployed, or women at the Battered Women's Shelter. That's $550. or sponsoring just one of these people for $55 will make all the difference, because 100% of this money goes directly to those programs.